Hey citizens, thanks for stopping by. Today, let's take an up close and personal of this 2018 Volkswagen Golf GTS. The Golf GTS is commonly known as the Golf Sportwagen for the North American markets and Golf Estate in some certain markets. There are only 3 different trim levels on the Golf GTS for the Philippine market, and this particular trim sample that was shown in the video is the 2.0 Highline TDI paired with a 6-speed Direct Shift Gearbox or DSG. In this video, I'm going to take this Golf GTS for a full walk-around review, showing you the most interesting features from the interior as well as the exterior. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Under the hood of the Mark 7 Golf GTS Highline, it receives a 2-liter dual overhead cams, 16-valve, 4-cylinder turbocharged diesel engine with common rail direct injection. It produces 150 horsepower with a maximum rev between 3500 to 4000 RPM and 340 Nm of torque with a maximum rev between 1750 to 3000 RPM. Fuel tank capacity for this car is around 50 liters and the emission standard is Euro 5. Transmission wise, the Golf GTS is paired with a 6-speed Direct Shift Gearbox or DSG. Front wheel drive is the drivetrain of the Golf GTS Highline. The Volkswagen Golf Estate is the wagon or estate version of a typical Golf hatchback. The Golf Estate is also known as the Volkswagen Golf Sportwagen in the United States of America, while in some other countries, they call it the Golf variant. It was first introduced way back 1993, and at that time, the Mark III Golf Estate has a code name 1H. Unfortunately, no Mark I and Mark II having the estate versions. In 1999, the Mark IV Golf Estate was unveiled, however, it was discontinued in June 2006. 10 months later, the Golf Estate was back with its new platform based on a Mark V Golf, which is the 5th generation. Unlike the Mark III, it was offered in North America where the Jetta name, taillights, and front sheet metal were used. Both Golf Estate with Golf front and Bora Estate with Jetta front were sold in many European markets. Speaking of which, the Golf Mark V Estate was introduced in January 2007, basing the 5th generation Golf hatchback, and it was on production until March 2009. The Mark VI Golf Estate was released in May 2009, however, it was only a newly refreshed version and the underpinnings are based on the 5th generation Mark V predecessor. In August 2013, the Mark VII Golf Estate was unveiled and the new platform was based on the Mark VII Golf hatchback. This was the 5th edition of the estate version of the Golf. Unlike its predecessors, the Mark VI is only a newly refreshed version of the Mark V, while the Mark VII was a new design. In the Philippines, the Volkswagen Golf Estate was particularly called as the Golf GTS. GTS stands for Grand Touring Sport. Yes, it is obviously an estate version of the Golf hatchback, as what have mentioned in some certain reviews. The number of wheelbase was increases and more space at the boot occupies compared to the Golf hatchback. It was launched way back May 2017 together with a new Jetta TDI. A year later, an additional variant of the Golf GTS, aside from the Business Edition and Business Edition Plus, is the Highline variant that was released in February 2018. The Highline variant retained some features as found on the Business Edition Plus, but it was offered in a lower price. There are 3 different trim levels available for the Golf GTS: Highline, Business Edition, and Business Edition Plus. Exterior features for the Mark 7 Golf GTS Highline has equipped with bi-xenon projector headlights with daytime running lights, auto headlight activation with leaving home and coming home manual function, dynamic headlight range adjustments with dynamic cornering lights, front fog lights with static cornering lights, side marker lamps, black radiator grille with chrome molding on side windows, front windshield wipers with intermittent control, rain sensing detection, and heated washer nozzles, heat insulating windshield glass, panoramic sunroof, indicators on the body colored side mirrors, body colored door handles, roof rails, rear window wipers with intermittent control, LED rear license plate lights, and dual exhaust pipes. Safety features for the Mark 7 Golf GTS Highline includes 3-point front seatbelt with height adjustment and seatbelt tensioner by 2, 3-point rear seatbelt with retractor by 3, 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system with braking assistance, electronic stability program with anti-slip regulation, electronic differential lock with XTS, engine drag torque control, front seatbelt unfasten warning signal, hill start assist, immobilizer, Isofix child anchor seats, rear view camera, space and weight saving spare tire, standard pedestrian protection measures, and tire pressure monitoring system. This car gets a 7J by 17-inch Geneva alloy rims. The rims are wrapped in Continental Pro contact tires that measures 225-45R17. Brakes are consisting of front ventilated disc and rear solid disc brakes. Suspension-wise, the front gets McPherson struts and 3-point wishbone with stabilizer, while multi-link setup is present on the rear. This vehicle comes with a keyless go, entry or exit with safe lock, which is the Volkswagen's version of a smart key access system. With a key fob on yourself, you can able to lock and unlock the vehicle. To lock the vehicle, press the finger detection sensor on any 2 doors at the front, and to unlock, just wait for a few moments of seconds and tap the area behind the door handle. Right here, got your window controls, window lock, speaker right there, storage or bottle holder, whatever you use it for, central locking, and mirror controls. The driver's seat on this car is part manual and part automatic. Got your seat height right here, your lumbar support, your powered seat back, and seat sliding position right over there. As you found on the seat underneath, you got your storage. Your headlight switch, adjustments of the interior at night, little bit of storage right here, and you have the lever to open up your bonnet. The Mark 7 Golf GTS Highline trim receives an electronically assist, speed-sensitive rack and pinion power steering system. The steering wheel is made in leather with sport grips at 10 and 2 o'clock positions. There are piano black highlights can be found in every spokes, and multifunction controls can be found in each spokes on both sides. Plus, it is obviously a 3-spoke design with a flat bottom surface on the steering wheel to make it even more sportier. The only transmission for the Golf GTS is a 6-speed Direct Shift Gearbox, or commonly known as DSG. DSG is a Volkswagen's version of a dual clutch transmission with 2 sets of clutches. For this function, clutch number 1 controls odd gears like 1, 3, and 5, and clutch number 2 controls even gears like 2, 4, and 6. With this kind of transmission, it allows the car for smoother shifts, less lag between shift times, and better fuel economy unlike the conventional automatic gearbox. DSG eliminates the need of a torque converter of a conventional automatic gearbox and a clutch pedal for the conventional manual gearbox. While the car is in drive and clicking the gear lever down, it will activate the sport mode, which appear at the multi-information display founded in the instrument gauge. Also, when you click it to the right while in driver sport, activates your Tiptronic manual shifting using the gear lever or a paddle shifters located behind the steering wheel spokes. As you put your car into reverse, a reverse camera will appear at the infotainment display. Right here, got your massive amount of storage area.
with your 12-volt power outlet right here. And your center armrest. You have two cup holders, your 12-volt power outlet, your parking brake over here, engine start stop, right here got your storage, USB, and auxiliary port. Right here got your standard aircon controls. Right here got your temperature, your fan speed, your different modes right here with your front defrost, heated seats for both driver and front passenger. Turn off your air conditioning, recirculation, rear defrost, and your air conditioning button.
The Mark 7 Golf GTS Highline trim comes with a 5.8-inch color touchscreen composition media head unit with various media connectivity options including iPod or iPhone, mobile phone interface with voice control, diversity antenna, and Fender premium audio system with 8 speakers and subwoofer that produce 400 watts of power.
On the left side of your screen, you got your band, media, phone, voice, your volume knob, and at the same time your power button. While on the right side, you got your mute, sound, car, and menu.
You also have a tuning knob.
On the center, you got your hazard switch and the passenger airbag indicator. You got your two aircon vents, tweeters on both sides, on the A-pillar, or tiny bit of front quarter windows. The stalk controls your wiper controls, and in this stalk controls your indicator control. On the right spoke of your steering wheel, you got your buttons for your infotainment display,
as well as your multi-information display at the instrument gauge.
while on the left side is your cruise control
With a volume button on your infotainment display.
Steering wheel has a manual tilt and telescopic, adjusting using this lever right here. Grip handles on both driver and front passenger. Sun visor with the vanity mirror and the light, which by the way LED. Your cabin lights right above for all of them, using this button right here for car as you open the door, for the passenger side, and for the rear. This lever controls your panoramic sunroof, and obviously you have these different arrows that controls your sunshade of your panoramic sunroof. Manual dimming rear view mirror. Speaker, bottle holder or storage area, depending what you use it for, window control, and your tweeters. The back seat of the Golf can be folded down in the seat 60-40 split. Use this lever, just push the lever, and you fold the rear back seat down in place. The reason why, so that you can increase more space through the boot. Alright, so let's hop in. Well, in reference, I'm about 5'7" or 5'8". I don't know what my height measures, but the most important is the space of the Golf was not too bad at all. The legroom, I'm about this much as big as this, and the headroom with a sunshade, this much as big as this. It is actually quite comfortable and very spacious, although the the panoramic sunroof, well, when you open the sunshade of the panoramic sunroof, your headroom is increasing more than like an inch. You have storage pockets on the front seat backs, your two aircon vents, center armrest with two cup holders,
And also you have a cargo access that you can access through the boot.
Let's take a peek at the dashboard of the Golf. Grip handles with hook on both sides, and a light, as well as the hook located at the B pillar. Seat belt can be adjustable as well. To open up the rear hatch, go towards the hatch itself and locate the VW badge. Just push the VW badge and pull underneath. The badge acts like a lever to open up the rear hatch.
Boot space of the Golf GTS measures 605 liters of space, which is substantial for this type of category. You can able to fold down the rear seats in two different ways. The first way is to use the button located beside of the headrest at the end part of the seat as shown before, and the second way is to use the lever on both sides to pull, enable to fold down the rear seats in a 60-40 split alternatively. Once the rear seats fold down in place and removing the privacy cargo cover, the cargo space is expanded around 1,620 liters of space. Underneath at the boot floor is a spare tire. There is a little storage on both sides and a privacy cargo cover on top. To the left is your storage with your toolkit inside, and to the right is your 150 volt home power outlet that has a maximum of 150 watts of power and a 12 volt power outlet.
As what I've said, the back seat can be fold down in a 60-40 split to increase more space at the boot. Adjustable headrest, front and rear. Speaker, bottle holder or storage area depending what you use it for, window control, and central locking for the passenger side front door. As we found on the driver's side, the passenger seat is adjusted part manually and part automatically. Got your lumbar support, seat height, powered seat back, and your seat sliding position. Nicely sized glove box, which is perfect in size. And right here, got your SD card slot for the Volkswagen infotainment display. Grip handles on top. Sun visor with a vanity mirror and a light.
Well guys, I hope that's it of our full walk-around review of this 2018 Volkswagen Golf GTS 2-liter Highline TDI DSG. If you like this video, make sure you hit thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow all of my social media platforms. As always, I will see you next time for more latest videos on YouTube. Thank you for watching and mabuhay!